Hi YouTube, welcome to Pagan Perspective. This is Megan, aka Severity, and today is Friday. Hi YouTube, welcome to Pagan Perspective. This is Megan, aka Severity, and I know I'm in a different location, but that's okay. I had to film at work. I had to work this Friday because I had to switch around my schedule. So I got to go to Aresia this past weekend, which was really awesome. So, and on my main channel there'll be some vlog footage from it. It was really a lot of fun. So I get to dress up as a Gryffindor and take a wand dueling class. It was really fun. So today's topic is all about justice, and in particular the question asker is talking about punitive versus restorative justice. And this is something that actually I deal with every day because I work actually at a group home for children, and a lot of the kids that come through here have juvenile convictions and things like that. So they end up having JPPOs, which are juvenile probation officers. And some of them come through DCYF or DCF, however your state calls it, but it's our division for children. So it's basically social workers who work with kids. And so that has more of, you know, that social component where we're trying to rehabilitate, usually the parents, sometimes the kids. We have a program called CHINS. Basically, it just means that sometimes kids have a really hard time fitting in their communities and following rules and listening to their parents, and oftentimes that involves the parents and the way that they've been bringing up the kids, and other times the kids are just exposed to something or have their own issues with authority or conduct. And so sometimes it's all a combination of all of them. And then we also get kids who have been charged, and those that are, you know, unfortunately in the justice system that way. And what's really great is that we have this opportunity. So kids who come here are getting the benefit of being able to be somewhere where they get to still watch TV and go on outings and get a job. We have a bunch of kids that we are putting through driver's education, and we have transitional living homes for kids who age out of the program but still need help. I mean, we don't just stop having needs at 18. It's just the way it is. And unfortunately, a lot of services, adult services for kids who really need the extra help because of developmental issues, they can't get the help until they're 21. So between 18 and 21, there's a total gap. So we try and fill that. And I'm a big believer in restorative justice. I do think that punitive justice has its place in certain cases. I mean, for me, I don't think that it's okay for someone like Charles Manson to be even given the option of having parole. I don't. I don't believe that he should be allowed to be out and about. The same with other, you know, known serial killers. I mean, if we were talking about, say, Ted Bundy, would I want him to ever be able to be out in the public? No, I wouldn't, because I don't think it's safe, and I also don't believe that he deserves it, because I don't think that when you've done such atrocious acts, I don't think then your life then you should be ever allowed to live it to that scale. But when I'm talking about somebody like Ted Bundy or Charles Manson, we're talking about the rare extreme of extremes, and that is not common. It's very rare. And the majority of people, I feel like they can be rehabilitated. And if we had a prison system and if we had a mental health system that was properly funded, we could actually do a lot more good, I think. So for me, I am much more in favor of restorative justice. And I've always said I would rather have, you know, 10 people who are guilty on the street than one person who is innocent in jail. And I kind of stand by that. I really feel like, in essence, I know that if it was me who wanted that justice and that guilty person went free, I know that that would be probably too much for me to handle. So I know that I'd have a problem with that. But at the same time, I feel like I would also have even more of a problem if I knew someone was innocent and they were in jail. or for example, having people in jail for having a little bit of pot on them or something, you know, versus the people on Wall Street who are literally destroying lives every day and threatening the entire welfare of our country and throwing this country into depression. I mean, and they get away scot-free, and they get to take our bailout money and go give themselves bonuses. So I think that kind of bothers me more. So I would definitely say I'm restorative. I feel like rehabilitation is key. I really feel like one of the things that we do really badly in America, in the United States of America, is that we have privately funded prisons, that we have private prisons who are working for profit, which means they want more people in the prison. I mean, the whole point of what I do as a job is I want to work myself out of a job. I mean, that's really the idea. Is as a therapist, I would love it if no one needed therapy. How amazing would that be? But, you know, it's not the case, and, you know, we do need it. However, I want to eventually work myself out of a job, or I would love it if that could end up happening. But the private prisons don't. They don't want to work themselves out of a job. They want more money, more profit, more numbers. And we will never have a decline in crime in this country if we don't start adopting more restorative justice models, and the model of, you know, working toward basically the end of having them. I mean, I know we'll never fully get rid of prisons, but wouldn't it be amazing if we only needed to have like a couple for the rare exception that were really, really bad? That would be amazing if we could get to that point in society. I mean, is it likely to happen? No. But you know, I'm a wishful thinker. So I really, really believe that we need the prison reform. So I'm big on restorative justice. I think that that's important. And where that crosses with my religious sensibilities, I think it really meshes very well. I very much do believe in, you know, sort of that golden rule that, you know, is kind of pervasive over all religions. And, you know, Wiccans have any harm none, do as thou wilt. You have Christians who have the golden rule, do unto others as you would have done unto you. It's a theme that runs through all religions, really, is this idea of treating other people with kindness and respect. It's universal. It's a universal truth to show compassion and kindness. And I feel like the more that we move toward that, the more we move toward being divine. And yeah, I guess that is my pagan perspective for this week. And I think we've got some new things happening for you. I believe we have new subs. So I'm super excited for you guys to meet them, and look on my regular channel for that Aresia vlog. I've got tons of footage, so I don't even know if I'm going to make it into one video. It might even need to be two. I tried to film as much as I could. But yeah, if you have any questions about sort of the justice stuff or anything else and just want to say hi, put that in the comments below. I love hearing from you guys, and it's awesome. So yeah, that is all for today, and as always guys, blessed be.